What if I told you that the universe just revealed a secret it was never supposed to show this early? The James Webb Space Telescope, the most powerful machine we've ever built to look into space, has captured something so strange. It has forced scientists to question what they thought they knew about the beginning of everything. For decades, we believed the early universe was dark, quiet, and slow to grow. Stars and galaxies, according to science, needed billions of years to form. But Webb's latest images showed something that shattered this idea. Hidden in the deep past of the cosmos was a glowing structure, a galaxy so ancient, yet so developed, it should have been impossible. Scientists checked and rechecked the data, but the answer was the same. What Webb saw was real. This discovery doesn't just add a new chapter to the story of the universe. It challenges the very first pages. When the James Webb Space Telescope took its first glance into the distant universe, it was like staring at the beginning of time itself. We're talking about light that's traveled for more than 13 billion years, reaching us from a time when the universe was just a baby, a few 100 million years old. At this age, we expected to see a universe that was still a hot mess of gas and dust, still struggling to form the first stars. Instead, what Webb captured was something far more advanced. A galaxy that, according to everything we thought we knew, simply shouldn't exist yet. This galaxy, known by the code jwst 13-1, showed evidence of oxygen, metals, and other heavy elements that shouldn't have formed so soon. Scientists were left speechless. They'd believed that these elements would only appear billions of years later, after multiple generations of stars were born, lived, and exploded into supernovae. But there it was, this tiny galaxy, glowing with the signature of elements formed by ancient stars, yet it existed only 290 million years after the Big Bang, a time we thought was too early for such complexity. The discovery forced us to rethink the entire timeline of cosmic evolution. What happened next wasn't just a bit of excitement in the scientific community. This discovery sent shockwaves. It wasn't just another galaxy found in the deep void. It was an anomaly, an object that had been hiding in plain sight, defying the rules of what we thought was possible. Now let's talk about the James Webb Space Telescope's superpower, its ability to see things that other telescopes simply can't. Unlike the Hubble, which captures light in the visible spectrum like our eyes do, Webb uses infrared technology. This allows it to see heat, the invisible light that we can't detect, revealing hidden structures and distant objects that have been concealed by dust and gas for billions of years. So, when Webb focused on this mysterious patch of sky, it didn't just see a blurry image. It revealed a crystal-clear snapshot of a cosmic wonder that was missed by every other telescope before it. This is where things get truly mind-blowing. Imagine this. You're looking at what seems like empty space. Nothing but dark voids between galaxies. But then, out of nowhere, Webb's infrared eyes uncover something massive, something so strange that scientists couldn't believe it. And here's the kicker. This discovery wasn't made by intentionally targeting some far-off object or region. It was found just by Webb doing what it does best, scanning the deep, empty spaces that have long been thought of as, well, empty. Scientists were so used to thinking that there was nothing there. But the universe had other plans. At first, the discovery seemed like a mistake. Scientists thought, maybe the telescope is misreading the data. Maybe it's just a star or a closer galaxy that looks like it's farther away. But after months of careful checking, using Webb's advanced instruments, the truth became clear. This object really was as old, as far, and as developed as it appeared. No errors. No illusions. That was the moment the astronomy community collectively held its breath. Because if this galaxy could exist so soon after the Big Bang, it meant our current models of the universe's timeline might be wrong. Think about it. If galaxies could form and mature this fast, then the early universe was far more chaotic, more energetic, and perhaps even stranger than we ever imagined. Some scientists suggested that maybe dark matter, the invisible force that makes up most of the universe, played a much bigger role in speeding up galaxy formation. Others went further, asking if perhaps our very understanding of the Big Bang itself needed a rewrite. And if you thought this was just about one galaxy, you'd be mistaken. Webb's images revealed not one, but multiple galaxies in the early universe that looked far too advanced for their time. It wasn't just a fluke. It was a pattern. The question now wasn't, did we find something unusual? The question became, what else is hiding in the universe that breaks all the rules? Every new image from the James Webb Space Telescope feels like opening a hidden chapter of the universe. But this one was different. It wasn't just a chapter, it was a twist in the story no one expected. Imagine building a puzzle for years, carefully fitting the pieces together. Suddenly, Webb drops a piece on the table that doesn't match anything. Too big, too detailed, too early. That's exactly what this galaxy felt like. Some scientists started calling these impossible galaxies. They were too massive, too developed, and too rich in elements to fit into the neat timeline of cosmic history. In theory, these galaxies needed billions of years to form. But Webb was showing them less than 300 million years after the Big Bang. One possibility is that the first stars, the so-called population 3 stars, were far larger and burned much faster than modern stars. If they lived fast and died young, exploding into supernovae, they could have created heavy elements much earlier than we thought. That would explain how such a young galaxy already had the building blocks for planets, life, and everything in between. But here's the part that keeps scientists awake at night. Webb's discovery hints that the early universe may have been teeming with more of these galaxies than we can even count. If that's true, then our place in the cosmos might not be as unique as we once believed. Now, let's turn to the most bizarre part of this discovery. What if this galaxy wasn't just unusual, it was unnatural? Imagine finding something so out of place that it seems like it shouldn't even exist. Webb's incredible sensitivity picked up on energy patterns that didn't match anything we've seen before. Not from stars, not from black holes, not even from mysterious dark matter. Instead, this galaxy seemed to be pulsing with energy in ways that shouldn't be possible. It's almost as if there were an invisible force behind it, something manipulating the very fabric of space-time. And that's not just theory. These strange energy signatures defy everything we know about gravity and energy. How is it possible for something in the early universe to have such a massive energy output without any visible source? Some researchers, bold as they are starting to wonder, could this be a clue to something even stranger? Could we be looking at evidence of technologies or entities far beyond our understanding? Maybe even ancient civilizations that lived long before we ever even imagined? The thought alone sends shivers down the spine of scientists and dreamers alike. We're talking about the possibility of discovering intelligent life or artifacts from a civilization that might have existed billions of years ago, at the dawn of time itself. And yet, the only evidence we have so far is this flickering, strange energy hidden in the farthest, darkest corner of the universe. It's enough to make you ask, what are we truly seeing? The real kicker? This discovery wasn't made by accident. The team behind the Webb telescope wasn't even looking for something like this. They were just doing what they do best, scanning the vast, empty void of space when, out of nowhere, this strange energy source jumped into view. For years, astronomers have combed over these exact same regions. Hubble, the mighty predecessor, never saw anything unusual. But now, with Webb's ultra-precise infrared eyes, the same patch of sky has revealed more than anyone could have ever imagined. It's like finding a hidden treasure chest in a place you've already searched 1,000 times. The object was always there, just waiting to be found. The universe, as it turns out, has been hiding its secrets in plain sight. And what's even more fascinating is that this isn't the only mystery Webb has uncovered. With its unmatched ability to see through dust, gas, and light years of space, Webb has shown us a universe far more complex and unpredictable than we ever dared to dream. What if the James Webb Telescope didn't just stumble on a galaxy that defies physics, but something much bigger? Some scientists have started to whisper about the possibility that these impossible galaxies might not even belong to our universe. Think about it. If the multiverse is real, if countless universes exist side by side, then Webb's incredible vision may have picked up a glimpse of something bleeding through from another reality. A cosmic overlap, like two pages of a book pressed together. Of course, the official reports don't use words like multiverse or other realities. They're cautious, sticking to terms like anomalies and unexpected findings. But the images speak for themselves. Webb is looking deeper into time and space than ever before, and what it's finding feels less like astronomy and more like discovery of a door. And here's where it gets even stranger. Some of the signals Webb captured don't behave like light from stars or galaxies. Instead, they show repeating patterns, almost like rhythms. To a few daring researchers, it looked less like random cosmic noise and more like a message. Now, no one is saying aliens are calling us across billions of years, but the possibility lingers in the background, pulling at the imagination. Because if not a message, then what else could produce such perfectly ordered signals in the chaos of the early universe? As the Webb telescope's observations continue to unveil galaxies and stars in the early universe, it's becoming clearer that what we're witnessing isn't just the evolution of light and matter, it's an entirely new chapter in the cosmic story. What if, hidden in the shadows of these ancient stars, we aren't just discovering the building blocks of the universe, but something much more intricate? Let's talk about those signals again. What if they aren't just the random outcomes of cosmic processes, but rather signs of something intelligently crafted? Consider the possibility that some of these galaxies or objects might not just be old or unique. They might be ancient cosmic machines. Now, before you roll your eyes, let me give you some food for thought. If advanced civilizations existed billions of years ago, well before our own, you might expect that the leftover imprints of their technology could be buried in the fabric of space. Imagine a civilization with the power to manipulate gravity or energy on a scale that would look completely alien to us. Could Webb's telescope have uncovered something like that? Could the signals be traces of their activities left behind as silent evidence of their existence? It might sound like science fiction, but recent discoveries in astrophysics have hinted at the possibility that we aren't alone in our technological evolution. Some physicists have even proposed that we could one day detect artificial structures, beacons, or energy signatures that come from civilizations long gone. And now, Webb is showing us objects that break every rule we thought we knew about the cosmos. These objects appear to manipulate light and gravity in ways that should be impossible, causing researchers to reconsider everything they know about physics. It's as if we've stumbled upon a cosmic riddle we weren't ready for. But what if this is the discovery we've been waiting for? A first glimpse of something far beyond our understanding, a message, or even the fingerprints of an ancient, cosmic intelligence. If this idea feels overwhelming, that's because it is. We've always imagined that intelligent life, if it exists, would be somewhere in the present, out there on a planet orbiting a distant star. But Webb may be pointing us towards something even stranger, the possibility that intelligence existed long before us and left behind remnants scattered in the very fabric of space. Think about it. Civilizations rise and fall here on Earth. Empires come and go. Now stretch that idea to a cosmic scale. What if, billions of years ago, other civilizations had already reached heights we can't even dream of? If they mastered the forces of the universe, could they have built structures or technologies so massive that they're still visible today, woven into galaxies themselves? Some researchers describe this concept as astroarchaeology. Instead of digging up ancient ruins in the desert, we're using telescopes to look for ruins written in the stars. Webb's unmatched infrared vision allows us to peer into this cosmic archaeology, uncovering the earliest clues of the universe. And the deeper we look, the stranger it becomes. One theory even suggests that some of the mysterious, super-bright objects Webb has detected could be Dyson-like structures, immense energy harvesting constructs built around stars or even black holes. To us, they just look like anomalous galaxies or inexplicable bursts of light. But to an advanced intelligence, these might have been tools of survival or monuments left behind. Of course, we can't say for sure. Science demands proof, and so far all we have are signals and strange images. But the very fact that we're even entertaining these questions shows how powerful Webb's discoveries have been. It's pushing human imagination right to the edge of what we believe is possible. And maybe, just maybe, it's hinting that the universe has always been more alive, more mysterious, and more intelligent than we ever dared to believe. As we sit here on Earth, gazing out into the vast unknown, it's impossible not to wonder, what's next? What will these discoveries mean for us? What happens if Webb's cosmic time machine continues to unravel secrets that challenge everything we know about the universe? Let's think about it. Imagine we're not just finding new stars and galaxies. We're finding evidence that changes the very nature of how we see ourselves and our place in the universe. Webb's findings could be the start of something much bigger, something that completely reshapes our understanding of reality. For centuries, our model of the cosmos was built on the assumption that we were alone in our corner of the universe. But what if that's not true? What if Webb's discoveries are pointing us toward something even more extraordinary, a universe teeming with ancient life, civilizations, and intelligence far older and more advanced than anything we could ever imagine? This idea is more than science fiction. It's rooted in the facts that Webb is revealing. Just think about the implications. If Webb finds evidence of these ancient, complex structures, it could change the way we approach space travel, energy, and even our own existence. Could we, as humans, learn from these long-lost civilizations? Could we reverse engineer their technology and use it to create our own future? That's where things get wild. Imagine harnessing the power of the universe's earliest mysteries. The incredible energy sources we're detecting, could they be the key to mastering space travel? Could they lead to faster-than-light propulsion or energy systems we've only dreamt of? If humanity learns how to tap into the cosmic forces Webb is revealing, we might not just be exploring space anymore. We could be mastering it. It's a long shot, of course. We're still piecing everything together. But the possibilities are tantalizing. Could Webb's discoveries lead us to a new era of technological innovation? Could we become the next civilization to leave behind our mark on the universe? Or will we be yet another chapter in the story of cosmic civilizations that came before us, only to fade away into the darkness of time? As we stand on the brink of this new era in cosmic discovery, the questions keep multiplying. But there's one thing that's for sure. Webb isn't just looking at the universe, it's redefining it. And with every new image, every new breakthrough, we move one step closer to understanding our true place in the cosmic narrative. The idea that we could one day stand on the shoulders of these ancient civilizations, be it in terms of knowledge, technology, or exploration, seems almost too good to be true. But Webb's revelations are slowly turning the impossible into the conceivable. Imagine standing on Mars one day, looking back at Earth, knowing that the very tools you used to get there were inspired by the ancient cosmic mysteries Webb is uncovering today. Every new discovery Webb makes opens up a new world of possibilities. As astronomers and scientists pore over its data, they're not just finding distant stars or galaxies, they're discovering tools that may eventually shape the future of humanity. They could teach us how to build better propulsion systems, harness unimaginable energy sources, or even communicate across the vast emptiness of space. The sheer complexity of what we're learning right now makes the future of space exploration seem both thrilling and intimidating. Webb's deep dive into the early universe has uncovered structures and phenomena that challenge our understanding of physics, time, and space itself. Concepts that we thought were purely theoretical, like wormholes, dark matter, and exotic energy forms, are now being considered in a completely new light. With these revelations, we may one day have the ability to manipulate space-time itself. Imagine, for a moment, that we could travel across the universe in mere hours instead of light years. If Webb's findings continue to hold up under scrutiny, we might be able to unlock that potential. We could discover new ways of traversing the cosmos that are beyond our wildest dreams. This is not science fiction, it's an emerging reality, one that could change the trajectory of human civilization forever. At the same time, there's another, darker possibility. What if we're not just uncovering new forms of life and intelligence, but also signs of civilizations that have fallen, that have vanished long before us? If Webb's cosmic revelations point to the existence of such advanced civilizations, could we learn from their mistakes and avoid the same fate? Or will we, like those before us, fade into the dark void of time? This is the dual-edged sword of discovery. While the knowledge Webb provides has the potential to propel humanity to new heights, it also forces us to confront our own limitations. Will we rise to the challenge and become the next great cosmic civilization? Or will we fall short, like so many others before us? What's clear is that we are standing on the threshold of something monumental. Every new discovery from Webb serves as a reminder that our understanding of the universe is far from complete. The truth is out there, hidden in plain sight, and the only question is whether we're ready to face it. The James Webb Space Telescope is not just a tool, it's a messenger from the cosmos. Every image it sends back is like a page from the universe's diary, written billions of years ago, waiting for us to finally read it. And with each revelation, we realize how small we are, yet how limitless our potential might be. Think about it. Webb is only the beginning. Already, scientists are planning the next generation of telescopes, each designed to push the boundaries even further. Missions like the Nancy Grace Roman Space Telescope and the upcoming ground-based giants, such as the extremely large telescope in Chile, will join Webb in mapping the unknown. Together, they will create a network of eyes that can probe deeper, sharper, and farther than ever before. But Webb has set the stage. It has given us a glimpse of what's possible when human imagination meets advanced technology. We're not just observers anymore. We're explorers on the edge of the greatest frontier. The discoveries we're making today could lay the foundation for humanity's future in space. New colonies, new technologies, maybe even new neighbors among the stars. Of course, there are challenges. The universe is vast, dangerous, and unforgiving. But if Webb has taught us anything, it's that persistence reveals wonders. The same determination that carried this telescope a million miles into space is the spirit that will carry us into the unknown. And perhaps the most humbling thought of all is this: somewhere, across the endless expanse of galaxies and stars, another civilization may already be watching us. Maybe they too once built a telescope to peer into the past, wondering if they were alone. Maybe, just maybe, Webb is not just our window into the cosmos, it could be their first glimpse of us. So as Webb continues to scan the heavens, we should remember this. Discovery is not just about finding what's out there. It's about finding out who we are and who we might become. The universe has been waiting for billions of years to reveal its secrets. Now, finally, we are beginning to listen.